Hello again, T and Dainty here, and today I want to carry on about the three major mistakes that stop business owners, CEOs, presidents, senior executives from moving their business from 7 figures to 8 figures and beyond. Mistake number 2 I'll talk about today is unknowledgeable about sales and marketing. And I don't mean totally unknowledgeable, but probably not knowledgeable enough, I guess is probably a better way of saying it, about sales and marketing. So what does this mean? Well, as you know, as a business executive, particularly if you own your business or you're the president or CEO of your business, you have to wear many, many hats as a business owner. And a lot of times, this may or may not apply to you, but a lot of times that I found that in B2B business owners and executives come from some sort of a technical background. A technology company owner may have a programmer, CIO, developer, hacker, etc. background, and he or she knows a lot about his or her field, but not much about sales or marketing, if really anything. They spent their entire business career developing and working on new technology and may have developed a new and better way of doing a certain task or developed a new platform, but weren't aware of how to bring it to market. And we find that everywhere. And that's why so many businesses fail. They may work for a manufacturer, developed a much faster, more efficient method for a supply chain, a new tool and assembly business, decide to go out on their own and market it, or possibly a new technology in the actual technology business. Probably never worked with sales and marketing people, and many of you may not have an idea how this gadget or technology or service, how to sell it. So what I've seen happen is then they try and go out and hire a salesperson. The person might be right out of school, or hire a few salespeople who are good talkers, and they need a job. And they convince the owner, these people, that he or she can really sell, and they are hired. And it turns out that these so-called salespeople really don't know how to sell. They may be someone with years of experience in a larger company, where they were protected from marketing and simply followed up on leads. So they really don't know how to approach your marketplace at all. So as the owner and executive, you may also try and hire a marketing person, which is essential in today's B2B world. Everybody needs marketing, but their experience may have been in one particular area, such as writing content. But this new role that you may have hired them for overwhelms them because they're not familiar with the way marketing should be run from an overall company standpoint. So everybody gets overwhelmed by sales and marketing. As I say, as a business owner, executive, you wear many hats. I know, I've owned 2 businesses. I know what it's like. What is it? There's 4 main areas, really, that business people, owners must look at. One is money, financing. How are we going to finance the business? How are we going to meet payroll? I've been there and done that. Know that one too well. The number of stakeholders in a business that you have to deal with. You got internal stakeholders like employees, management, owners, maybe a board of directors possibly, and outside people like customers, particularly shareholders, creditors, government, society, suppliers, etc. So you've got to deal with those people, or with stakeholders. Then you have operations. You have to think about such things as supply chain. How do you operate? Production, HR, etc. So all of these things fit into the operation side of it. And then, of course, you've got marketing. Now, I want you to understand here, I use the word marketing as Peter Drucker used the word marketing, which includes marketing communication. I'm going to get into that in a sec. Sales, and a couple other things that I want to talk about. One of the areas that, of course, all executives must understand, that we talked about in the last video, are the 9 factors for B2B sales and marketing success. I'm not going to go into those again right now, obviously, but if you haven't seen it, then I recommend that you do go ahead and go into this. It is important that you understand all of these 9 factors. So in marketing, as I mentioned, there's 5 teams, 5 types of people that could be on a team. First of all, there's marketing communications, which is, now hopefully you're not doing this, but it's getting your message out. What most people would call true marketing, in the sense that what most people think about as marketing. But I want the marketing to include marketing communications, such things as content marketing, pay-per-click marketing, advertising, etc. All of those things, your website, they're all important. Public relations, we talked about in the previous video. And then, of course, you got sales. The salespeople are the ones who go out and actually talk to the customers. Marketing gives them leads. The sales go out and talk to the customers and close the business, hopefully. Then you have customer service. Now, all three of these, marketing, communication, sales, and customer service, I believe should be under one individual, what we call your Chief Revenue Officer, your CRO, because all of these people, and I'm going to go with two other groups too, which you may or may not have, but most companies have all three of these contribute to revenue. The fourth group is the implementation group. So if you're selling a software product or a big product, a manufacturing product that you sell to somebody, you may have to implement it somehow. You may have to go to your customer, your client, put the thing together, show them how to use it, that kind of thing. So that can happen obviously in such things as ERP software or large manufacturing, if you put an assembly line together, that kind of thing. So you have an implementation team. And you may also have consultants, either internal consultants or external consultants, such as trainers or people who actually work inside the customer but work for you, or external experts, that kind of thing. So all of these people, all of these teams are part of marketing, the way Peter Drucker defines it, which is the way I like to call it too. So it's important that you understand this. And if you come from a background that doesn't include any sales or marketing, then it's really key that you do understand it. So this is the what of what this is what I mean by understanding sales and marketing, being knowledgeable about sales and marketing. Now, why is all of this important? Well, it's ensured that let me just give you an example. That when I work with a company, especially a small, medium-sized company, some company from 2 to 25 million, which I like to work in, the owner is involved in the training and coaching when I work with them, so that they can understand what sales and marketing is and how it must work. Because any assignment, no matter how long it is always finite for me. So, and anybody you bring in externally is finite. And trust me, as an owner of a business, for over 12 years I owned a business. And remember, everybody else is just passing through the business. You're not, as the owner or owners. So you have to make sure that you understand what sales and marketing is. There's a larger organization where, upwards in the 10 to 15 to 20 million. We have sales and marketing managers already on staff. Then I'm sure these people are involved in training and coaching too. So it's important that you understand that. Owners and executives of any company must understand how to sell on value rather than on cost plus. So you must understand what value you bring, and the only way you can do that is by talking to the customers through your sales and marketing staff and group. And understand the fundamentals of sales and marketing as I outlined in my first video. So that's why this is important. And Peter Drucker, I think, brought it all together. He's one of the big management gurus of the 20th century. If you haven't read any of his work, then I suggest that you do. But he says, the purpose of a business is to create a customer. It's not to make a better mousetrap. It's to create a customer. So, I think we all know that, but a lot of people don't understand that, therefore, sales and marketing is important. And as he also said, because its purpose is to create a customer, your business has two purposes and two purposes only, marketing and innovation. Now, innovation falls under, marketing falls under the sales and marketing I talked about, the different teams, different 5 teams. Innovation falls under production and things like that, as I just talked about, and what they are. So, and without marketing and innovation, you make your money and generate sales, produce profit. Everything else is an expense. Well, we can argue a lot about that, but that's really what we mean by it. So it is important that you understand this, how it works, why it's important, and understand. So that is why senior management must know marketing. As a business owner, as a senior executive, you must know marketing and, let's say, sales, implementation, customer service consultants. You must understand how they all work. You must understand your customer. So how can you understand this marketing more effectively? Well, the first thing to do is understand those 9 factors. They're very, very important, and it's important that you do understand those 9 factors. And if you have any trouble, then you should bring people in to help you with them. You must hire well. And down below this, you'll see a PDF that you can download about how to hire well, and particularly sales and marketing people, how you should hire them, the types of traits and characteristics they should have. Use your best resources in sales and marketing so that they are really working with your customers all the time. Even your operations people should understand, and HR and everybody should understand how your customers work and who they are. So use the best resources you can find. And obviously, I still believe, and it's really true, you do need training and coaching. You can't get this from a book. Sure, it's in a book, but then you'll have questions. You've got to go from page 1 to page 200, and what you learned in page 1 maybe relates to page 200 and you forgot it. So get somebody who understands this very, very well. First of all, training. But training is useless without ongoing coaching. And ongoing coaching has to last usually a minimum of 3 months, and possibly up to 6 or 9 months of training and coaching. Get that. So be sure to download the free PDF below, which is about how to hire the best people. And I'd like you to come back Monday for the 3rd reason why B2B owners, executives, presidents, etc. fail to make the mark on growing their business. If you have any questions, please email me through the link below, and I look forward to seeing you again talking to you again on Monday.